evening. I'm Captain Brent James from Lynnhaven River NOW. I'm the Oyster Restoration Coordinator for the Lynnhaven estuary. We're standing on what's called the 8th reef right now. This was the first reef that was built by Lynnhaven River NOW using 5,000 bushels of shell from our restaurant collection program. We have 23 restaurants that donate their shell, their used shell to us, and we cure it down at the city landfill, and then within a year or two we can bring it up here and put it on these reefs. This is called a TransTidal Reef. It's neither below the water or above, it's both. And this reef provides not only habitat for new oysters to grow, but also habitat for many species of small fish, crabs, shrimp, crustaceans of all manner. This was the first one we did. And we're getting ready to build another one now, an acre reef on the eastern branch of the Lynnhaven, which will be named for Mary Lou Kurtzinger Gale, who was one of the victims of the mass shooting at the City Hall 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. That will be an acre of shell reef, and we're going to start that very quickly, get that in the water, and then we're going to have a dedication ceremony for her family and friends to come out and throw some oyster shells in the water. That reef will use about 10,000 bushels of shell, so about twice as much as you see here. These oysters, these shells provide a place for new oysters called spat on which to attach themselves and grow, and they filter the water between 20 and 50 gallons of water a day. We have right now 102 acres of sanctuary reef in the Lynnhaven. Our intermediate threshold number is 152, so we have 50 more acres in which we need to build in the next 3 or 4 years. Back in John Smith's time, there were between 1,100 and 1,300 acres of reef in the Lynnhaven. So even when we hit our goal of 152, we're only at about 14% of what should be here by historical measurement.